Hi everyone, happy Friday again. In case you missed it, I'm going to put a card up here to the top right. I did put out a video earlier this morning with the new release Cute and Lovely from Jade Summer. So you can go check that out if you missed it, but I wanted to do that separate since it was a new release. I did have a request right before Christmas and everything hit for some more cat book flip-throughs. So I went ahead and picked some of my Deborah Muller books and then a few just random one-offs to flip through today. So let's go ahead and get started. One quick thing I did want to mention, I had gotten a coupon from Book Outlet, so I popped over there just to take a look. I hadn't checked their coloring books in a while. They have, I don't know if all Lulu Mayo's books are on there, but I think I saw almost all of them except for her most recent release on there. Even the cute animals one is on there, which I think is one of her best ones. And so I ended up snagging a million llamas for just like $5, basically paid for shipping. So if you've been looking to get some of her books, definitely go check that out. This is there as well on Book Outlet, which I'll be putting the link to this one down in the description. And there's some other stuff there, some Johanna Basford. I think World of Worlds is over there. I don't think Fragile World is, but Kerby Rosanes. They've got some good ones, just some more well-known books. If there's some you've been kind of keeping an eye on for a good price, and then they've got some interesting looking one-offs, but I just picked up a million llamas because that's one I've been waiting on, and it was a good deal. So just wanted to give you guys a heads up. Like I said, anytime I check it out, if I see something interesting, I will certainly let you guys know. And I do believe this book is on there as well. Like I said, I will put the link to this one in the description. Deborah Muller does self-publish on Amazon, but she also does books through Zendoodle Coloring as well. And this is Kitties and Cities. And the Zendoodle books are printed by Castle Point Books. And she has a whole collection of them. Of course, I only really have the cat-related ones. No, I take that back. She does have a couple of color by number ones in the Zendoodle set. Spring Awakening, and what's the other one? Dag Nabbit. There's another one too. I have both of them, but anyway. So definitely check those out. And this is shorter than your average size coloring book. Why is my camera not... There we go. Hang on. There we go. It's not quite as tall as a regular coloring book, but it is just about as wide. So let me zoom in. I can zoom in just a little bit. These are single-sided. This shows you other books in the series. These are probably, I don't know if these all are by Deborah Muller, but it wouldn't surprise me if they were. I recognize a few of them, but maybe not. So, here we go. Now, this paper is a little interesting. I seem to have better luck with juicier markers. So my higher end markers, like my Prismacolors, my Copics, tend to streak on this a little bit. But the really, the cheaper markers, especially like Sharpies and Bic, whatever they're calling them now. It was Intensity at one point, Big Marking. Those do really well in here. And I don't know why. It's really smooth paper, which you think would be ideal for markers. So yeah, not real sure why they streak. It's a little weird. This one, as the name implies, does have a little bit of Zentangle, Zendoodle type patterns in the for the cats, the clouds, the background, stuff like that. So some of you may not particularly like that. I'm getting more comfortable with being able to cover them up or just coloring it all one color if I don't want to color everything something different. So I don't mind them as much as I think I used to. And there are quite a few images in these books. This will be a good winter one. So these are very urban kitties. She's looking very sassy there with her hat. Nice little selection of fish there. See, she's already thinking about dinner. Look at that tongue sticking out. Well, somebody already stole a snack, looks like. My goodness. Oh, that would have been a good New Year's one. I guess I could still theoretically do it. You're so funny, Michelle. I've colored like 2.5, 3 pictures so far this month, maybe. Past few weeks have just been so crazy busy. It really hasn't been that I don't want to. Well, my mood hasn't been the best, but more so than usual, it's just been, I've been just so busy. I like this one a lot. His little bandana. There should be a dog's drool there too, but I believe there should be. Singing for fish. And if those were seagulls, he would have a bad time of it. He'd be singing and fighting them. Little burlesque type kitties. Goodness gracious. I like the carefully placed fan there and the carefully placed little sash. Outlaws. So I guess the mouse is the sidekick, maybe? That that right there is like a bad boy Tom and Jerry right there. Catching a little bit of I guess an opera show. He looks very satisfied with his meal. Snails? Do cats eat snails? Mine will play with things, but I've never seen them eat snails. That one's cute. That would be a good one probably for next month for like Valentine's Day. That'd be cute. Your John Travolta kitty. Your meteorologist cat. Ooh, girl really slathered on the lipstick there, didn't she? I love that they're asleep in the laundry basket and on laying on the clothes. They wash, they fold them, then they lay on them. So here's a Nashville one. It's I guess showing Music Row. Very cool. I have colored a page in here. Has it? I don't see any yellowing, so should be good. I did the sushi page. I think I just used, no, I used a little bit of glitter and iridescent gel pen, though it's faded a little bit, which has been a while. I like right here is where I think I used a Copic, which the Copic was running out to be fair. But you can tell it looks a little different. Like here is probably a Prismacolor or a Copic. It looks a little different, and then the wall I use more like Sharpies and stuff. So the higher end markers that don't put out as much ink at a time probably are going to have a different look on this page than if you use like really juicy markers or Sharpies and stuff. So, but like gel pen seemed to do fine on it. I think I have tried Inktense pencils on it and it did fine too. So, whoop, cat butts. Waiting for, I guess, the subway? Oh no! What is going on in that subway station? Like, oh, I guess they're happy to see each other. Like, maybe somebody was on a trip or something. I was a little concerned, like, this is some weird, yeah, I was reading too much into that one. Let's just take it, and it's a nice picture, Michelle. Don't make it weird. Don't make it weird. I like that one. Cat fighting. Does look a little roughed up in some areas. Lucky is his name. Mm. So I guess they're stealing out of their trash cans, maybe? Or are they singing? Are they like Jehovah's Witness cats? Like what? Oh, excuse me. That would be ceiling cat witnesses. Have you heard of our Lord and Savior ceiling cat? That is a whole meme thing, if you were wondering. That would be a good Mardi Gras one to do. Very cute. So yeah, as you can see, the binding is like a glue binding, and you can actually feel it a little bit right there. These are perforated pages, so that is kind of nice. All right. Then she has a couple Merkitties, Mermaid Kitty books from Zendoodle. Again, same type of format. This book is the same size as the Kitties and Cities one. I did get this one from Book Outlet, and it had like a little bit of a tear right here on the cover, but didn't faze me. Same type of layout as the other one. These look like they might have a little bit darker line art, which I really like. This one's really pretty. Again, it always fascinates me when I go through these books, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I'm like, oh, that's really pretty. And then like 6 months from now, they look very unhappy being her bra. Like, they look like they got conscripted. She didn't take volunteers. She just grabbed the first two that she could find. Because they just, none of them look happy. Oh my goodness. She's, I mean, what? Is she looking for a hat next? I mean, Grandma Kitty knitting some sweaters. Or knitting fish sweaters. Sweaters for her fish. Very cute. I have done this one and this one as well. Looks like we're good. This was, I think, one year for Halloween. I think it was a prompt, like a Cattober prompt where they were doing drawings, but instead I was coloring the prompts, and this was like a zombie cat prompt. So, fun stuff. I'm not big on mermaids usually. I like this one as well, but y'all know I like the pirate pictures. Not usually big on mermaid stuff, but of course you have mercats, and that's a little different. That one needs to be careful. It's going to have to upgrade to a bigger fin there if it keeps eating fish. And again, they don't look happy at all. They look very concerned. I guess because their poor little brother here. Well, that one's cool. Kind of like a fairy Merkitty. That's a lot of different fantasy tropes there. I'm so confused. How does she manage to keep the fish in the bowl? Well, I mean, they are Merkitties. I'm sure there's some magic involved. I like that too. Little Merkitty hairdresser. Oh, you could get a lot of clients done if you had a octopus helping you out with all them extra arms. You could get people's hair done in no time. Oh, very cute. Fish, mice fish, Feist, Mish, maybe. Yeah, that looks about right. You know, cats' absolute hatred of water. That's the idea. I guess that's the idea of a merkitty. Just uh, astounds me. Oh, there goes Leroy. He has been very obnoxious today. We've had, like, I don't know what happened. We flipped over the start of the year, and, like, all of a sudden winter decided to be winter. I mean, literally, it felt like we flipped to January 1st, and it's like, oh crap, I'm behind. I better get cold and start snowing and stuff real quick. And so we've had really cold days since then, and he is he is quite displeased. We keep, we'll try to let him go out, but we'll either close the door and put a timer, or he'll just sit there and pout because he doesn't want to be out there. He wants to be out there, but it's too cold. And then he gets mad at me. And I'm like, dude, I can't control the weather. I wish I could, but I can't. So sorry. Uh-oh, that's not good. These fish look always concerned, and which I guess if you have constant merkitties around you, I'd be worried all the time too. Boy, that seashell bra there seems like it's starting to slip down a little. She might have had one too many little martinis there. Like that one a lot. The little flapper Merkitty. See, the line art is a little inconsistent in some of these, but I think this is an older book, so. Okay, the eyes on the whole coral thing is really disturbing. Maybe that's supposed to be something else, but they look like a whole bunch of eyes. See, look, they're always concerned. Never happy. Hello Kitty, very cute. I like this one a lot. The little disco one. Kind of almost Marilyn Monroe kind of look to her. He's even got a little sign that says danger. He's trying to warn him, like, dude, don't do it. But you know, you can't tell a cat what to do. So I'm assuming you can't tell a mercat what to do either. Kind of like a 80s grungy goth type of cat, I guess, with the crimped hair. Sugar skull. Serenading. The fish ain't buying it. These are very stressed out fish. Elvis fish. I like the different themes. Looks almost more human. I don't know how I feel about that one. There we go. So there is Magical Mermaid Kitties. Then we have Merkitties in Love, which I would kind of consider like a book too. This one's a little different because it is not as tall as the other Zendoodle books, but it's a little wider. And the line art in this one's a lot wider. Again, they might have just been printing things a little differently at that point. Who knows? Again, perforated. I think I should have mentioned that on the other one as well. And this would also be a good one to color in for Valentine's Day. For the alphabet coloring that I'm doing, I'll probably pick at least one of these during the M months, or D for Deborah, K for Kitty. Keys and Cities I might do in March. We'll see. It's one of the reasons I wanted to do the alphabet color thing, was I was hoping it would help me dig a little more into my bookshelf and get into some of these books I haven't been able to get to for a while. Oh, that one's very sweet, but you can see it's like more of a gray line art. Not lighter, I guess, in terms of thinner, but just lighter in that it's like a dark black. It's more of a gray. She don't look real happy with that necklace, which granted, she's got that giant pearl right there, so she's probably like, dude, you could have picked like anything else. See, there's those concerned fish again. A Sonny and Cher cat. Anyone else ready for the weekend? I am, though tomorrow's going to be busy. I'm doing a Walmart big pickup order just to get us kind of stocked up while we try to limit how often we're leaving the house. And then I'm going to go visit with my parents for a while. We're supposed to get a whole lot of more snow dumped on us tomorrow night and Sunday. They're just not sure of the amounts yet, so tomorrow's got to be the day. Laying on her pillow being hand-fed fish. Now here's one I did. There was a little bit of yellowing from this one. I think I did. This was the Arteza markers. But this paper's thick enough you can't even see it. So yeah, I was doing a little bit of blending on their fins, which looked really good. And then I think after that I just said, you know what, I want a solid color. Everything else except for like the bow. I don't know what. I was just like, yeah, we're just gonna do that. So still turned out cute. And there was a little bit of yellowing on the following page, but I think it will be easily covered up in this case. So not too worried about it. Sharing ice cream with disturbingly long tongues. Yikes. Some Gene Simmons stuff right there. They don't look happy about the stingray. Is he ruining, are they trying to pose for a picture and he's in their way? Oh. The little sleeping fish too. It's the only time they don't look concerned. Oh, there's another little mouse fish. Very cute. That is probably a play on a certain type of painter or painting, but I couldn't tell you what it is. Definitely, more abstract type of picture. King and Queen Kitty, perhaps? I've slowly been pushing the book up, looks like. We're in water and we're getting splashed with more water. This is a travesty. I would figure cats would just be in a perpetual state of unhappiness. I love the little leaves over the nips there. And man, there's just nothing on that one. Just free kit nips there. Oh, there's a snake. Oh, this is Adam and Eve. That's why. Okay, I had them backwards. This is supposed to be like an Adam and Eve setup. Oh my goodness. We got the apples and the snakes. Dang. I think I had this one picked probably for a scavenger hunt or something at some point. Who knows? I don't do a very good job of keeping up with those, as you have figured out. Like a Lady in the Tramp. Aw, isn't that sweet? And see, the penguin didn't need a tie. He already had the full suit for the occasion. I mean, I guess the tie just adds an extra level of dressiness to the whole affair. I don't know. I guess he's giving her a back massage. He ought to ask these guys to help him out. Work smarter, not harder, am I right? Oh, he done did good with that treasure chest. Oh my gosh. It's like right in the middle of that, my mouth just decided it wasn't going to work normally anymore. Just like, I don't know what happened there. Oh, they had little Christmas ones too. Huh. She don't look real happy. He looks excited. I like his little beard and everything. And she, I don't think, maybe she didn't want to wear the reindeer ears. She's just doing that to humor him. Like, fine, I guess. Not gonna be happy about it though. The battle with the giant crab, I guess. Like I said, there's quite a few images in here. I can't remember exactly how many. I'm thinking like 60, maybe? Somewhere in there. I'll put it down in the description once I count them. But yeah, these definitely give you quite a few images for what you get out of it. And there we go. So that wraps up the Deborah Muller books. Where are we at here? Wow, that took a little longer than I thought it would. That's fine. Alright, next up we have A Day in the Life of a Cat. I thought I had shown this recently, but it didn't look like I did, so maybe I didn't. If I'm showing this again and I showed it recently, I apologize. This is an older book by Genius Cats, and it is Amazon printed, single-sided, and I just think the pictures in here are so cute. Average size coloring book. I have done the first page in the book, which is Tiger and Maggie. The two I had that passed away, well, Maggie passed away last year and then Tiger the year before. Waiting for me to wake up to give them breakfast. I feel like I did that in a live stream, probably. Doesn't look like I've had any yellowing, so we're good there. This one I feel like actually is very accurate when it comes to cats. Like, how dare you have a door that's mostly shut? What are you doing in here? This is not allowed. And then, oh, let me lay on your clean blankets. Because that's exactly what you wanted me to do when you put them here. Cats aren't supposed to be up on the kitchen sink. But you got a window there, and they're gonna. Yeah, my cats are not supposed to be up on the kitchen counters. And the only thing they've really learned over the years is to not be on the counters where I can see them. The best story I have, I know I've told this before, was we had cooked dinner one night, left it on the stove, fixed our plates, went to eat, and we ate in the living room. And we come back in there, and we had made some instant mashed potatoes. And my cat Quixote was on the stove, head buried in the thing of mashed potatoes, just going to town. I yell at him, and he stops, and he looks up, and he looks at me like, what? You're not going to eat them now anyway. They're all mine. And then he just went back to eating. Like, no crap given whatsoever that I was yelling at him. Weirdest thing. Don't understand the mashed potatoes thing, except there probably was some sort of powdered milk in it or whatever. Never did it again, at least as far as I know. At that point, you got to start questioning, like, I got to make sure everything's covered on the stove just in case. But yeah, they definitely like getting in the stuff, even though they're not supposed to. I had a Winnery a couple weeks ago look like she was trying to drink out of a thing I had some Dawn dishwater in. Which, fortunately, when I looked online, Dawn is supposed to be non-toxic, except, if an animal were to ingest it in larger amounts, they probably would be sick and throw up, but it's not really supposed to be toxic, thank goodness. But still, you just wouldn't think they'd. It's that whole forbidden thing. They're not supposed to be doing it, so they're going to do it. That one's so cute. I don't know the way the cats are drawn in this one. The looks, the situations they're in, just very realistic. This one's so cute. Him with his little stuffed mouse. This is like the Wilford Brimley of cats right here. He's the diabetes cat. Chasing after the toy. Oh, okay. I was like, this one's got to see birds, and there they are. There's a couple little birds right there. He is smiling. He knows he is about to have forbidden breakfast, as I like to call it. No, I do not advocate cats catching birds. That's one of the many reasons my cats are all indoors. So, it's so cute. I wish mine would cuddle like that. Felix and Bagheera would sort of cuddle. Well, Bagheera cuddled more with Felix. Cal and Reefa Cheap would cuddle some. Reefa Cheap and Maggie once in a blue moon. None of them ever cuddled to this level, though. Way, way back in the day, I had a cat named Betsy. Her and Tiger, when they were young, would cuddle some, and it was very cute. But they rarely cuddled to this level, and I kind of hate that. That is my everyday life right there. Watching cat videos and having a cat on the computer. Yep. Like I said, this is just a very cute book. And again, I go back through these. Every time I go to buy a new book, I just need to start pulling books out of my bookshelf and looking through them. Because that will get me my fix. This one right here, you about to get smacked. Those are murder eyes right there. When Leroy's giving me that look, I am very nervous, and he has made me jump numerous times giving me that look, because he will hop. Like if I act like I'm creeping up to the edge of the box, he will hop out of the box. He's never like attacked me, but he likes to startle me. He thinks that's great fun. And since he tries, I think he tries to play with Winry, and he wants to, and he gets sad sometimes and cries for her because she don't want anything to do with him. But she's so small, and he's so aggressive, and just I don't think he means to hurt her, but he does, and she doesn't want to play to begin with. And so I feel bad. So sometimes I chase him around if he wants me to chase him, not just for the hell of it. Like he's in there laying on the bed, and I just pick him up and throw him and like, let's go. No, I don't do that. Just if he's running around like he wants me to chase him or try to play with him, I guess like another cat would. I try to humor him. As one again, one of many reasons we do not need any more cats anyway, but if I were to get another cat, like to get a kit, another reason I would hesitate to get a kitten, because he's just so rough. He might play with them, and unfortunately none of my cats mess with the toilet paper. I am so grateful for that. It's one less mess to deal with. But I just feel like if he could, if the kitten would be willing to play with him, he would just be so rough. He's just he was an outdoor cat and kind of a loner cat for a long time. I don't think he grew up with a litter where he figured out how to socially play with other cats. That's so sweet. Tiger was my bathroom sink cat. Just loved it. He was my first one to drink out of the taps and out of the bathtub too. I miss that so much. Reap Cheap won't even cuddle with me much anymore, because when I started giving him medicine, he started going to Brent all the time. But like Felix would cuddle with me like that, and Oreo would cuddle with me like that, and I miss that. So, one thing that's cool is they take and they created smaller versions of each of the pages. So if you don't want to color a whole page, you have these smaller versions as well. Which would be cute if you could kind of like scan them and use them as a card, or you could frame these. These actually, I would really like to do these and frame them through the house. I just have to make sure they actually would fit a normal frame. So anyway, really cute book. I don't see this very often. It's an older book and it's kind of a one-off. You don't really know the artist all that well or who the artist is really. So I do have a couple World of Cats books titled that. The one I've shown before is the Sun Life drawing one. This is a Dover book. Yes, it is called the Paint and Color series. It's by John Green. It's an average size book. Paint and color, it's perforated, and these have very light lines in them, like more of a gray. So I guess that's where the painting comes in. So again, very cute little cats in everyday situations. This one, he ain't gonna kill the bug. I'm sure he's gonna play with it and get bored with it and walk away. This one's just contemplating. He sees him there and he's like, do I really? That is a big muscular cat. Oh my goodness. Maybe that's supposed to represent a Maine Coon because that looks like a very large cat in reference to that bird. My version of heaven right there. Whole bunch of kitties. Yeah, see, it's a little harder to see this because of the lighter gray. Wonder if I could, let me turn this light off and see. It darkened it a little bit. Let me, come on. There you go. Alright. It's not great, but I think you can see it a little better. Very fluffy cat. Well, they're not attacking the chicks. That's good. That one, though, is really... there's some cat-culations going on there in regards to those fish. Cute little Christmas one. Some of these look more like certain breeds of cats. I just can't put my finger on what actual breeds they are. So this one should just be titled Very Spoiled Cat. I think that's the one from the front page. Yeah. I actually really like how that one's done. I would probably want to try to color that one similar to how the front page looks. Plants and flowers just cannot exist in my house. Not even fake ones. I learned that lesson very quickly. I had a little arrangement like this that was fake snapdragons or something. Again, many years ago. I had put it down in a guest room I had. I walked off. I come back and Felix had pulled one off of it and was just like just chopping it down. And before I could get to him, he'd swallowed the stupid thing. He was fine, but after that, and then at one point I had some type of vine that I had brought in. Somebody was giving plants, a family member had passed away, and I had taken one home, a plant home, and set it on the kitchen counter. And again, within minutes, Maggie found it and was chomping away. And fortunately, it wasn't like a poisonous plant. I made sure, doubly sure, whatever I brought home wasn't going to be poisonous. Like peace lilies, stuff like that can be very toxic to cats. Any type of lilies, I think, in particular. But yeah, I had to put it up on a high shelf after that. So if I ever, I would like to have like succulents and stuff at some point, maybe some herbs, but I would have to Definitely keep them out of the cat's reach. Couldn't grow any catnip either. Not unless I was actually, even if I grew it, I don't know, they would figure out a way to get to it. I have a feeling. No need to necessarily tempt them. I'd probably want to research what scents would tempt them to try to jump up on whatever I have stuff stored on. Like I said, maybe succulents or something one day. Yes, number one, that is that is exactly what a cat thinks of itself. So I can see why he'd be sitting on a post with one on it. Like, yep, you're exactly right. And a kitty in front of the fireplace. One of those coals pops off and burns his butt. It's going to be a bad time, though. So, and there's another little picture there. All right, we got one more. Like I said, those Zendoodle books are pretty big, so I probably should have just done those, but that's fine. That's fine. I do have some Tim Jeff's books. This is the only book I have that was printed and sent to me. I actually snagged a couple that I printed myself over that were on sale last month, like the Songbirds and North American Wildlife, which I might flip through next week. Man, should I save this and just flip through this next week with those? Nah, we already have it. We're already here. Let's finish this up. So, this is Tim Jeff's Art Animal Sketches, the Wildcats Special Edition coloring book. In terms of size of book, it is roughly the height and width of a regular coloring book. I would like to get more into some realistic coloring. Am I ever going to just, do mostly that? No, probably not. But it would be nice to have one of these to kind of work on slowly but surely. Yeah. Come on. Come on. There we go. So these are grayscale. And this was released last year, looks like. Some thoughts. Usually he gives you a little lesson in each of these. For this one, it will be coloring the actual cheetah. Uses polychromos here, so I might actually try this one. And shows you how to shade in. I do like, with a lot of his books, he does this whole spreading awareness through coloring about these different types of animals that he draws, particularly if they're vulnerable, endangered, things like that. A lot of times he will donate proceeds to different organizations. For the animals, usually he'll put a little excerpt here about each one. Then you get like little thumbnails. And then we get started. Oh, he's gorgeous. He's gorgeous. Pretty smooth paper. I think it'll be interesting to see how the polychromos do. Oh, this is so pretty though. Just so pretty. You could use markers on these if you really wanted to. That'd probably be a pretty quick color. So I will probably try pencils with these. Flat-headed cat. But they are beautiful. Oh, I love this. I just love the art itself. One of these days I'll color him. That I don't know what he's about to pounce on, but I've seen my cats have that look before, and usually they're about to murder something. If it's not like their pupils are enlarged or whatever, if they've got that kind of look, they're about to murder something. Never heard of a code? Not heard of one of those. Leopard. Looking rather concerned. He's looking a bit sleepy. Oncilla? A Pallas cat? I've heard of these. I think these are the ones that just look like perpetual kittens. Yeah, I think this one there is a video. It's kind of like a meme video where somebody had a camera set up and you can see him coming out of the cave. I'll see if I can find that somewhere. But he just has the most concerned look on his face coming up to that camera. It's so funny. Oh my goodness. Those are some gigantic pointy, sharp pointy things there. How did they, I mean, did they just have one hell of an overbite? I mean, just makes you wonder how they manage not to cut themselves all the time on their own teeth, which probably happened quite a bit, I'm sure. Forbidden Pets is what I would title this book. Forbidden Pets. And then this shows some of his others. I would like to get some of his intricate ink animals at some point as well. There's also a Coloring Heaven collection of endangered animals. Hopefully that's still in stock. I don't know. But he does have the Etsy shop. Like, that's where I got the digital downloads. Redbubble, he's got some different options there. He also has coloring lessons. I might have gotten one during a sale. I can't remember. But yeah, he's got a lot of books out and just very cool stuff. So there we go, more cat books. So Michelle, do you have a plan yet for what all you're doing? No, we're just like today. We are kind of just tackling the collection at random. I'm just looking if I've covered it in a video, we'll say from last year. I probably won't cover it again, and I'll just update my coloring book collection page with the appropriate links. So if you do want, and I'll put in the plug for that now, if you do want to see my collection and see if I've done a flip through on something before, I'm going to put my coloring book collection link down in the description. It's always available on the Linktree link in the description, like by default, but I'll put it down there and on its own for this video. With that, I list all my books, but then I also show the links where if you want to see a flip through of it, I'll put the video link if I have one up, or you can go and take a look at that. So if you go look up any of these books, hopefully today, if I can get this up and live, they will have a link to this video so that you can go and look at them. So I guess we're going to do that until I've got all of them with a link. And then I don't know what we'll do after that. Who knows? But we got plenty to cover between now and then, so I'm not concerned about that. All right, guys, I hope you have a great weekend. I will probably just have a speed color on Sunday. I'm working out of Winter Wonders, kind of a, hopefully we can just play guess what it is as we go along. It won't be a very long video. But I will be busy all day tomorrow, and I just really haven't had time to come up with anything, have time to do any of the demo stuff I wanted to do, so we're going to do that. And then I'll probably do a tag on Tuesday. Next week should be a calmer week, so my hope is maybe I can get some more robust videos out there. But anyway, hope you guys have a good weekend. Hope you are staying healthy and safe, and there's a number of colorist friends of mine that are sick right now with COVID and just sick with flu and other things, and you know, I just thinking about all y'all, worried about all y'all. There's so many of you. Please, you know, take the time to recover and take care of yourself. Please consider wearing masks. Please consider getting vaccinated. And yeah, I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye for now.